Well, hey kids. Sorry I'm a little late. I'm a little tired. Another long day. Great day though. Wow, what a great day. Guys, I am in Erie, Pennsylvania. I have crossed the state line. And I am in this little state park area, Marina thing that kind of looks like that. And this is where I am anchored for this evening. Hey Carl, how you doing, son? Glad to see you here. Did I miss anybody else on the chat? Yeah, hey Austin, how you doing? Hey Arthur, how you doing? So very good day today. I played played around quite a bit today. I didn't just get on it and try to make miles, although I did make it to Erie, Pennsylvania. So I guess I did make some miles after all. But I had a ball doing some other stuff like, dun, da, da. You see that? I got a yellow bullhead catfish. Really nice catfish. So thinking about your boat floating low, that shouldn't be as bad as when you get into salt water. You're right, Carl. Once I hit the salt water, the salt's more buoyant than fresh water. It'll pop up a little bit. It's all right, Joe. I started late. Actually, I was sitting here researching, trying to figure out where I'm going to be tomorrow and what I'm going to do tomorrow. And I guess I'm going to head to Dunkirk tomorrow. So, hey, Armco84, how you doing? Hey, Steve, what's going on, man? Sorry I'm not stabilized. I haven't gone down and gotten my little tripod doohicker. So I guess I need to go ahead and do that. Hey, John Harris, how you doing, man? Having a great evening here in Erie, Pennsylvania. Weird little anchorage. You come into the Steve. What do you think, man? Ah, yellow bullhead. Hey, David, how you doing? So I left this morning out of Ashtabula, and I got about a mile or so. No, not a mile. I got about 6 miles or so down the shoreline from there. So, yep, Erie. And so it was. It just smelled fishy. It just smelled fishy. I'm like, you know what, Lily? Let's stop. Drop some lines. We're only going 35 miles. We got all day. So we dropped the lines and we fished for 5 minutes and I caught the catfish. I mean, it was just like that fast. Hey, country cruiser. So I caught the catfish and I was like, oh, hot damn, now I can do a catch, clean, and cook and stuff. But trying to figure out how to hold the camera and do the do on the catfish. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the live stream this evening, and then I'm going to set up my big camera and stuff on its tripod and use it. I don't think I can live stream a catch, clean, and cook. I'm going to have to film it and edit it and put it together as a regular video. So, but yeah, that's what I caught today. I caught nice yellow bullhead catfish. Good size too. Gonna make a fine dinner. I'm gonna have that and rice for dinner this evening. But I'm in this sort of weird place here at Erie. You come into the inner harbor, and the inner harbor's just rocking. I mean, there's boats all over the place. Big commercial harbor right there in the town of Erie, Pennsylvania. Very busy. Boats everywhere. And then you go up. I am just north of that now. You go up in this little tight channel. I mean, tight channel. Like, I don't know that I could have gotten my boat turned sideways in the channel if I had to. And then you come up into this little, like, lagoon here. Little quiet, protected from the wind. Really nice looking little protected anchorage in here. And this is where I dropped the hook, so. Oh, Mary, you didn't miss much. You didn't miss much at all. So I'm going to, whoop, I guess I need to turn my radio off. I'm going to mosey on downstairs where I have my tripod and can set you guys up on the table, and I can get something to drink while we're talking because I can feel I'm getting hoarse already. So if you guys would just bear with me. I wanted to stay up on deck long enough for you to see the fish and to see the marina. And now that we've done that, let us retire Oh man, it's down below. Hold on. Oh, yes, dog. Hello. Sorry about that. I'll turn off the radio here in a second. I also had a real interesting thing that I did too later in the day because it was hot. I mean, it was damn hot. And so I wanted to get cleaned up. So just now picking it up off the floor, I stopped and did a shower. Not a shower. Stopped and did a bath. I stopped in the middle of the lake, jumped into the water. Come on, let go of that. Jumped into the water and took a bath, just like that. It was cold. That's all I'm going to say about it. It was cold. And I was telling some of the guys earlier that I was sort of, sorry, hold on a second. Gotta change the camera mount here around. We'll get you picked up and straightened up in just a second. Bear with me. Gotta change the phone system all over to a whole new deal. All right, now you're in the holder so you can be stable and all that kind of happy horse nonsense. So can use the facilities at that marina. The marina's already like closed up already. I tried calling, no one's answering the phone. So no, I can't really use this. Lily, come. Get down here. Go lay down. Come on, go lay down. So I see somebody answered about the ladder. The ladder was phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. The ladder worked perfectly. Could not have asked for a better ladder. When I was in the water, I'm going to grab my water jug here. Hold on a second. When I was in the water and I swam up to the back of the boat, I stepped on the bottom rung of the ladder, and when I stood up on that, I was still in water belly button deep. So got a place to walk Lily. No, Lily's being trained to go on the boat. Taking her ashore and walking her defeats the purpose of teaching the dog to go on the boat. You cannot take the dog ashore and have her do her business on shore and train a dog to do her business on the boat. It just doesn't work that way. I've had a number of people comment about the same thing. Oh gosh, poor Lily, she could get a urinary tract infection or whatever. No, this is how you do it. She has to get where she has to go bad enough that she goes in the house. I'm actually unhousebreaking her, in essence, is what we're trying to do. Hey, Chip, she's actually learning to not be housebroken. That it's okay to pee and poop inside this floating house. And that's hard for her. And she'll go 3 days without, So this morning, she went and did her business this morning. And now today, I'm just keeping her on the boat tonight. Knowing her as I do, she won't go anywhere tonight or tomorrow. And then tomorrow night, I'm probably going to be in Dunkirk, and so I'll be back at another dock. So I don't know. I'm working on it. I'm trying to get her trained. So it's just one of those things that takes time. So beauty's in the eye of the beer holder. There you go. Yeah, so the ladder worked perfectly. I am anchored for the night. Yep. I am anchored. I do my business from the side of the boat on. I do my business side of the boat. Yeah, okay. Another town. Excellent. Yeah, 12 degrees. I am in Erie, PA right now. Erie, Pennsylvania. No, Kim, actually, taking her ashore is just undermines my ability to be able to break her into peeing in the house. Up in a cabin up in Alaska, she was taught not to go in the house. Now I'm trying to teach her to go in the house. So if I take her for walks, that just defeats that whole purpose. You can't teach a dog to do that. They have to do that on their own. So our nightly fireside chat. Yeah, hey Outcast, how you doing, man? Hey Steves. Bobby had the same problem with the doodles. They finally learned. That's right. And when they have to go bad enough, she'll go. And then when she does, I'll tell her it's okay. And once it's okay, she'll have no problem with it from that point forward. So at least that's what happened when we were up in Alaska. I had to do the same thing to her on the boat up in Alaska. We went 3 days out offshore on the boat without being anywhere near land, and she finally went on the boat. And I was like, oh, good girl, good girl, good girl. And then after that, she had no problem peeing and pooping on the boat. So we had a spot on the floor. We put a pad down for her. And so she knew that was her spot. Right now, I have her scenting up the blue pad that's up on the deck. I'm going to move that down here below, and then that'll become her pee and poop spot, hopefully. I was going to put it up on the foredeck. I may move it up there at some point, but right now she just uses that. Can you give a turf mat to go on? Shell, she has a sort of a turf-like mat that she's going on now. How was the fishing? Fishing was pretty good. Wasn't great. I did catch one catfish. I did fish for another hour after that without catching another fish. And then we did troll for an hour. Oh, well, we trolled for 5 hours today. But I mean, the last hour I really slowed down to 2 knots and tried to get serious trolling and didn't catch anything after an hour. So I said to hell with it and just came on in here to anchor up for the night. So I've got 2 rods sitting out there. I don't know if you can see them, but I've got 2 rods sitting there ready to go. I was just in the midst of re-rigging them, and I was like, oh crap, it's time for the live stream already. I better get to work. So during the live stream, I'll go back to fish. I'm gonna skin out that catfish and have it for dinner, doing a catch, clean, and cook. Those things get tough to keep on going. There you go, Steve, that's right. Megan and Bobby had the doodles doing both. I think that works for you, and Lily is great. Okay. My lab does his business on the swim platform. Took him less than a day to figure it out, but the platform is about 40 plus square feet. Lily will figure it out. Yes, Lily's a smart dog. She will figure it out. Where are you in Erie? I am in the town of Erie. I am in a little side anchorage area just north of the town of Erie in the bay there, but right in Erie, Pennsylvania. Going to catch lots of fishes. I'm going to try doing some fishing this evening, see if I do anything. I don't know. It's seems like it's a grassy bottom here, so I think what I'm going to do is change the rods over for some perch or I'm blocking here. I don't know. Perch type fishes, something like that. Perch or bluegills or panfish or, something like that. So that's what I'm going to switch over to, and I'm going to break out my wax worms and try them. And I also drop my minnow. I'm going to bait up my minnow trap with a bagel and drop my minnow trap and see if I can catch some minnows to fill my minnow bucket with. So, and see how that goes. Did Lily like her dinner last night? Actually, Armico, I decided not to give those ribs to Lily. I was going to, but she's got a bunch of snacks and stuff here on the boat already that are a little bit healthier for her than that. I didn't want her, chomping on those bones and having some issues. So there was actually sort of a homeless looking guy that was down fishing. Guy looked like he was down on his luck as I was walking out of the restaurant back toward the boat. So I gave my leftovers to him. He looked like he could use a meal, and he was really appreciative of it. So so he got the leftover ribs, cornbread, and I think that was all that was in there. Maybe a little mac and cheese or something, but I'm sure he enjoyed that last night. Yeah, Carl, might try doing some casting for some bass. I don't know. Might feel helpful to take her spot ashore with you and christen it with her scent. Yes, we do try to do that, Barb. Found a fish on the sidewalk yesterday, cooked it up good. Ew, okay. That's a little rough. And I tend not to pick up dead roadkill and cook that, but whatever, man, whatever floats your boat. So all I can say, guys, is I had a hellacious day today. The boarding ladder performed flawlessly. Had a great bath this afternoon, right in the heat of the day. You know, like 2 o'clock today. I just I just stripped butt naked and jumped in. Most of you guys call it skinny dipping. I call it lard dunking. I went lard dunking this afternoon and grabbed my bar of soap and took that in with me, and so had an opportunity to scrub up and wash and get all nice and clean and fresh. And what was really nice is it was really getting hot midday. You know, I mean, it was really getting warm out there with the sun beating down on us. So it really felt good dumping into the ice cold lake, and very refreshing. I'll say that much. It was very, very refreshing taking a bath in Lake Erie today. So feed Lily raw fish and white rice, no seasoning, extremely good stuff. Okay. That was a great thing to do. Yeah, I thought so. The guy looked like he could use it. So, yep. Thanks, guys. Yes, please give us a thumbs up, like, subscribe, all kind of fun stuff. Hey, Kelly, did Lily want to get in with you? You know, Kim, I was really surprised about that. I would have bet $100 that when I jumped into the lake, she was going to jump right on top of me, and she didn't. She never jumped out of the boat. So, hey, Biker Coyote, how you doing? Yeah, I was really shocked by that. I don't understand why she didn't. Maybe she just had concerns about her ability to be able to get back in if she had jumped in. But yeah, yeah, she did not. She did not jump in the lake with me. I was really surprised. So, do you have to cross Lake Ontario to get to the Erie Canal? No, Joe. I'm going to go from here to Dunkirk, and then Dunkirk to Buffalo, New York. And then right there, just in Buffalo, New York, kind of north of Buffalo, I'm actually going to be going up the Niagara River, if you can imagine, the river that flows over the Niagara Falls. I'm going to be heading towards the Niagara Falls, and then I'm going to turn off there at the where the Marina is. That's going to be demasting my boat. So no, I don't have to cross Ontario. Stream keeps cutting out. Internet not so good on the boat. Internet's fine on the boat. Try refreshing at your end. I have great cell service here, so 4Gs, I shouldn't be having a problem. Hey, Steve, man, thank you. Maui Lei, very nice of you, sir. Thank you. I think it's weird how you always do an odd number like that, but hey, more power to you, Steve. I really appreciate the donation to the super chat. You rock, man. You rock. Absolutely. Is motor still ticking along? The motor is perfect, 12 degrees. Everything's been perfect. Everything has been absolutely, I mean, like spot on, perfectly efficient. I mean, I'm thrilled with the way all the boat systems are. It seems like everything is working perfectly. I haven't run into anything that's been a problem yet, operational wise. You know, having just installed the ladder, I had some concerns. I did find one thing about the ladder that I have to work around. The treads on the ladder have deep grooving in them, so they're not slick, so you get good traction. Well, the grooving is so deep it actually hurts my feet to step on it. So I'm going to have to put on my swim shoes, like I wear, you know, with my scuba fins and stuff. I'm going to have to put on my swim shoes to go in and out, up and down the ladder, protect my feet. But other than that, that was it. So. Famous last words. Just when I said everything was fine, my phone crapped out. So it does not have Sombrella, but it does have, well, maybe it does. You know, it's got a leading edge that's UV blocked. So when I roll up the roller furling, it's protected. So I guess that's what you mean. You use an iPad. Mine does the same thing with odd numbers, but MacBook is fine, huh? Hey, Frank Daniels, how you doing? Kansas State food just came at dinner with wife. Sorry. Hey, no problem, Frank. Thanks for dropping in. There you go. Okay, my back. I should be back, guys. Carl was looking at your route through the canal. Okay. I should be back again. This is really weird. My phone service was showing perfect when I started the live stream, and now it seems like it's falling apart. So Doug, it is a bunch of locks. It's like 350 miles to go through the Erie Canal. How you put all this together? Well, thank you. Buy a pool noodle, cut it in half, and stick it over the rungs of the swim ladder. It's not the rungs, it's the treads, you know, where you step on. That's where I mean, I don't think a noodle would help with that, I guess. So, huh. Yeah, I don't know why the phone did that. It actually seemed like I had perfectly good internet and then it just crapped out. So, I don't know. I don't know. It should have been fine, but twice now we've had an issue. So, if it continues, we'll just go ahead and cut the live stream short. I got to get to cooking dinner here and videotaping me cleaning the fish. I'm in a bit of a dilemma. If I do the cleaning, and you guys, I don't know if you ever had catfish before. I am anchored, Kim. I'm anchored in this little really picturesque little cove here. Doug, I am in Erie, Pennsylvania. I am in a marine. Well, I'm in a little anchorage area by Erie, Pennsylvania. Can you single hand through the locks? Yes, you can. Proof satellites are a lie. You're so far from the nearest cell tower. Maybe so. Are you able to show us? Kim, I just did it at the beginning of the live stream. I just came in to sit down to do the live stream. If you go back to the beginning, I showed a 360 of what the area looks like here. So, no, I didn't already show. I showed the fish. It's just a yellow bullhead catfish. But here's my problem. With catfish, what you do is you cut a line around the body, and then you use pliers and you peel the skin off. Catfish don't have scales like a regular fish, and they're very round fish, so you can't like lay them flat to fillet them and to take the skin off. So what you have to do is use a pair of pliers and literally peel all the skin. I know if I do that online, YouTube is going to unmonetize my video, saying it's not fit for viewers. So I don't think I'm going to show that part. I think I'm going to do a catch, clean, and cook without the clean necessarily. I'm going to discuss it, but I'm not going to actually show that. And then I'm going to fry up my catfish and have catfish and rice for dinner, which sounds really good, and I'm hungry. So we might end this live stream sooner than later anyway. So get the cheaper of aqua socks at Walmart for the ladders. Okay. To pay toll on the canal. No, Shell, normally there is a fee for doing the Erie Canal, but it's a centennial. 2018 is the centennial of the canal, so it is free this year. If satellites were real, we would have a perfect connection everywhere. Okay. You did 34 nautical miles today and plan on 40 nautical miles for Dunkirk tomorrow. Okay, that sounds about right. I think the actual mapping that I'm doing through Navionics said it was 44.2 miles total. So it's going to be an 8-hour day is the way I look at it. It's just going to be an 8-hour day of motoring. You can monetize for simply cleaning. Yeah. So I'm not going to clean it online. So, hey, Rhonda, how you doing, darling? Celebrating Lydia's graduation with her grandparents. Awesome. Very good. Tell Lydia I said congrats on graduating. Jock, tomorrow's the day. Awesome. Excellent. Absolutely excellent. That's very good. Hey, Ian, what's up, man? I was thinking I might grab myself an orange. Where's my little opening the orange bag? Huh. Well, I was going to grab an orange, but I guess not. I'm getting hungry. I'm getting hungry. Any wind today? No, actually, there wasn't any wind at all until I pulled into the inner harbor here, and then a light breeze blew up. Right now, there's like nothing, maybe a knot or two of breeze coming through this little area, but I'm very protected. So, but it's supposed to be pretty good wind tomorrow morning. So if I head out tomorrow morning, it might be able to get some sails up. So we'll see. Hey, Andy, what's going on? We do the anchorages for your channel videos. Yes, I will. No plastic. I'm going to do. I've been filming different stuff that will come out in regular full-blown videos I'm just not doing it during my live stream. So, evening, Andy. Andy's excused. Of course he is. Hey, Richard Williams, how you doing, man? Nice to see you here. See all the usual folks in the house. Oh, man. Breaking up, huh? Well, I don't mean to be breaking up. It's not a nice thing to do to break up. Yep, it's a rough thing to do. So, hey, Michael P., how you doing, man? Glad to see you here. Oh, yeah, another busy day. We left we left Ashtabula. It was sort of funny. I started, got the boat all ready to go, untied the lines, and old song reference. Okay, Kardashian J says I should get another 59 years from the old ticker. There you go. Good. Anyhow, so I got the boat ready and I untied the lines and literally just crossed the canal. There was a gas station there. So I pulled over and I got 5 gallons of diesel and I got 5 gallons of gasoline. And I put all the diesel in the tank. So I added 10 gallons, the 5-gallon can that I had, and the other 5 gallons into the tank. And I'm back at zero. The tank is as full now as it was when I left Sandusky. And so I've made it all the way here on the equivalent of 10 gallons of fuel or thereabouts. Actually, I probably have more fuel in there now. Yeah, I do. I have about 5 gallons more in there now than what I had before. So anyhow, I think I'm getting great fuel economy, guys. I really do. I'm really pleased with how far it goes. So how are my funds holding out? Non-existent. Funds seem to disappear quicker than anything around here. So anyhow, so I got fuel and I got some bait. I was able to buy some worms. So I got some bait and picked up a couple cans of beverages and stuff, and then headed out. What does diesel fuel cost per gallon up there? I never even paid attention to it. Let me pull out the receipt, and I will tell you. Because I got the little. Oh, man. Yeah, it doesn't break it down. It doesn't break it down. So I can't tell you. I thought it was a little spendy, though. It was $60.11. Now, that was the worms, and then I bought this little container for the worms to sit in to hopefully protect them from getting overheated. That was 5 gallons of gas, 5. That did nothing all day today. I should have not have wasted time with them. So anyhow, that was $60 today, this morning. So, which kind of caught me by surprise. I didn't think it was going to be that much. So I don't know what the price of fuel was. I wasn't paying attention to it this morning. But anyhow, so I got fuel and then I pulled out of there. I put the fuel in and pulled out of there. So now I've got 6 gallons ready to go in my generator, but my generator still got 10 hours worth of fuel in it right now. So I won't need generator fuel for a while. And I think I have enough diesel now in the boat to take me all the way to Buffalo without a problem. Probably even as far as Lockport, which is the first real lock on the canal. But I've been thinking there's a marina there in Buffalo that has a West Marine right there in the marina. And I was thinking, well, I should make sure I stop there and get whatever, I need or what have you. But I can't think of anything that I need. So, I mean, I was sitting here today while we were going for a while, just trying to run through stuff in my head. And from a boating standpoint, I don't really need anything. So I wasn't going to worry about it too much. See, what did I miss here? Don't know who from. We thank you. Yeah, Doug, that was from Maui-Lai, from Steve. Yep. And that goes into, he did that on Super Chat. So Super Chat goes to my Google AdSense. I won't get that money until the 21st of next month. So if anybody is planning on donating, if you want to contribute a little to the cause, please go to my PayPal account and use that. That's alaskacarl@gmail.com, or go to paypal.me/carlbrook. Either of those is preferable to using the Super Chat. But Super Chat's fine too if that's what you want to do. Roll the weekend summer, all fuel is high. Oh, yeah, I never thought about that. First weekend, Fleet Week in New York City this week, regular gas, 305 a gallon. Wow. Did you get card from your bank? I did not, Joe. No, it has not arrived yet. My younger son, Vincent's supposed to be going to his house. And then if it gets to his house, I'm going to have him next day at 2, the Marina I'm going to be hitting up in Buffalo. So that way I'll be able to get access to those funds. So it's predicted for 7 knots of wind heading east for tomorrow. You need to put up your head sail to balance the boat for a better ride. That might not be a bad idea. I will plan on doing that, Arthur. 356 in California. You're going to put the sails up. That is the intention. Although, that wind is going to die out about midday tomorrow. So it's going to be breezy like from 8 till like noon or so, and then that's supposed to die out, and then I'll be motoring the rest of the day like I did today. So if you're not today, yeah, no, Steve, it's absolutely fine, man. Any way you want to donate is absolutely perfect with me. Not a problem, dude. Not a problem at all. I'm in Youngstown, Ohio. Diesel fuel here is $3.45 a gallon. Do you have a debit card for your PayPal account? I do. Yes, that's how I access my funds in my PayPal account. It's my Google AdSense money that was sent to my my Alaska bank. That is the problem. I can't access funds to the Alaska bank. So what I did is I told the Alaska bank, I told PayPal to take the money from the Alaska bank and put it in my PayPal account, which should be instantaneous. I mean, anybody else, like you guys go to my account on PayPal today, that money is like available to me within seconds. Within seconds, I can access that money, put it into my credit card, and spend it. And yet, when I take my money from my bank and transfer it into my account with PayPal, 3 to 5 days. That makes no sense to me. Why does it take 3 to 5 days for me to put my own money in there, and yet other people can throw money in there and it's there immediately? I just do not get it. I really just do not get it. So throw out some jib out, you'll like it. Yeah, that's exactly what I planned on doing. Yep. Thank you for taking care of whatever that was. Appreciate it, Joe. Joe, boat looks good, man. By the way, if you guys don't know, Joe is in the process of welding up his own boat out of aluminum, and it looks great, man. It looks really great. So, yeah, Mark, the thing about the bank is they canceled the card because I was out of state, even though on my account, it specifically says on my account that I was planning on being out of state, that I would be traveling across the United States. I would be in Florida. I would be in Ohio. And what happened is I went to Ohio, then I went to Florida. When I went back to Ohio, it triggered some problem and they closed the account. So, and since then I was thinking, well, I'll just, to hell with it. I'll just close the account and be done with it. And that was what my intention was, which is why I didn't jump on getting the new card issued immediately, because I could have had that done a long time ago. But I was trying to close that account out and be done with it, which turned out to be a problem in itself. But then Google AdSense is pretty insistent that that's where they send my money, because that's where I had that set up. And trying to change Google AdSense is a pain in the ass. I mean, trying to get them to change things to a different bank is like forever to get something done. So hopefully we'll have some progress on that. But you carry a credit card for emergencies? I do not, no. When using PayPal, if you use a credit card, it's instant transfer. If the transfer from a bank account, it takes a few days. Yeah, Mike, but that just doesn't make any sense. You would think on my own account, it would just go right in. And I couldn't use my bank credit card to put the money in, because that's what I'm waiting on, is my bank's credit card. So how do you lay there, Rod? Oh, God, Doug, come on. Clean it up, man. Clean it up. Someone's going to whack you with a wrench. One of the other moderators is going to say, that's out of line, Douglas. Of course, you and I know that would have been absolutely fine, but oh well. Not in today's day and age with everybody having such, I don't know, what's the word for it? Everyone seems to be all up and antsy about everything nowadays. Where did you answer finally? Where did I what? Where did you answer finally? Ian, I have no idea what you're talking about. What do you mean, where did I answer? Oh, where did I anchor? Maybe that's what you're saying. I am in Erie, Pennsylvania. I'm going to eat some pistachios while we talk, if you guys don't mind, because I'm hungry. Mods can't mod a mod. Okay. You can always get one of those green dot prepaid credit cards and just add a little at a time. No, but see, that's the problem, Wygo. The money is coming from Google, from my AdSense account. It's my income from my YouTube channel. So I have to establish a bank for them to send that money to, which is the bank up in Alaska. I tried to get them to change it to a new bank, but it just was taking forever, and for some reason they wouldn't do it. I tried to get Google AdSense to deposit the money in my PayPal account. They won't do that. They won't go to PayPal. It's got to go to a regular bank. Okay, you need to do 2 30-minute live stream sessions. You will get more views and no cost to your viewers. Okay. I thought I was making enough content as it is, but okay. Did make it safely. I'm fine. Where you mentioned this morning. I guess it. I'm not sure. I don't remember what I did this morning. If you don't mind, I'm always eating in front of you. I do my live stream during dinner time, guys. I'm hungry. I had no breakfast, no lunch. I mean, I really didn't eat anything today. I'm out of bananas. I have some oranges, but I didn't have any of them. I can't figure it out what I did with my container. I have this container of these peanut butter pretzels. I can't figure out where I put them. I put them away somewhere so they wouldn't spill all over the place. Now I can't find them. So I'm hungry. I had a great dinner last night, but I haven't eaten anything since. Money deposited in the bank is an investment in the bank. If they went bust, you would be the last one to get. Oh, that's probably very true, Martin. Yep. Didn't need good today. Okay. Are you at the marina that you mentioned? I think so, Ian. Yes, I think so. I'm at the marina here in Erie, Pennsylvania. Exactly the place I thought I was going to be at. If you look at a map of Erie, Pennsylvania, it's sort of weird. It's like this. Well, for lack of a better reference, it looks like a boob sticking out into Lake Erie. Okay. So, you know, you got the bank of Lake Erie is sort of flat, and then there's this like boob-shaped thing sticking out into the lake here in Erie, Pennsylvania. Looking on the map. I'm not kidding. It looks like a boob. Anyhow, what I had to do is I was coming from the south, so I had to go up south. I had to go all the way up around the north to the top, and I had to go around the boob, up to the top, and then into a channel from the top, narrow channel, and then that brought me into what's known as the Inner Harbor, and the Inner Harbor was just crazy. I mean, there was just boats everywhere. I almost ran aground. I wasn't paying attention. I was sitting there looking at my mapping, saying, "Okay, it wants me to go there. That's where I have to head to," and so I started that way, and I look over at my depth finder and it's saying 7. I'm like, holy shit, I only have 5. So I cranked the wheel back around and fortunately got back out in the deep water channel. Had I continued where I was going, I'd have run into 2-3 feet of water. I definitely would have been aground. So I got turned around and did not run aground and followed the contours of the water around and came into this little narrow cut. I mean, really narrow cut. I mean, it's like, I don't know, 60 feet wide or so. And then that brought me into this little inner anchorage. And this inner anchorage is really beautiful. And I mean, it's just dead calm. There's no wakes in here. There's nothing bouncing the boat around. I'm just sitting perfectly stock still here in this little anchorage. I dropped the hook and man, it's just nice and peaceful. So no doubt I expect to get a good night's sleep this evening. So, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude eating these peanuts in front of you guys, but I am hungry. Buying nice burgers for me. Okay. I was going to have a video up this weekend, but now it's going to rain all weekend, so I'll have to be during the week having it hauled to go through the bottom. Oh, cool. Our phone is seeing that, Outcast. Shoe Pond. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe it's Horseshoe Pond. I don't know the name of it. I wasn't paying attention. I could look it up, but it's on my phone. I can't look at that and live stream at the same time. You need to see the anchorage. Okay. Oh, man, I slept like a rock last night. Are you kidding? Full belly, 2 beers, and that drink that Outcast bought me. Man, I got down the boat last night. I assembled my bed. I laid my head down. Next thing I know, it was 7 a.m. I mean, I just was out for the count. So, no, that's my same old hat. Same hat I've been wearing for a couple years now. Let me do some protein. Yeah, I'm going to make my catfish for dinner. I'm going to fry catfish and rice for dinner. So, yeah, boat's too big if you can't find stuff. No, it's really not too big. It's just everything is so cluttered in here. Piled one on top of the other, so. Not drinking with Outcast, no. No, but Outcast bought me a cocktail last night. Oh, yeah, I have a new captain's hat. My cousin Richard sent it to me. It's sitting over here. I've not gotten to wearing it yet. Feel kind of goofy. I'm having scrambled eggs on my brim. For those of you guys that don't know, scrambled eggs is the little fancy gold insignia stuff that for some reason they think all captains need to have on their brim. That's why it's called a sundowner. Yeah, well, it certainly helped me see the sundown, that's for sure. No, I got a solid night's sleep last night. No one bothered me a bit. Your fingers are inebriated? Okay, dog. Wow. Yeah, I'm not drinking anything tonight. I have no alcohol. No beer, no nothing on the boat right now. Tomorrow, in Dunkirk, I'm trying to get a hold of the Marina there. Not answering her phone. There's a Save-A-Lot grocery store that's just a little short distance away. You would be at Presque. Yes, Ian, I am at Presque Isle Marina. Yes, that's correct. I'm not at the Marina, but I'm in a little anchorage just north of the Marina. The Marina is just about 100 yards that way from me. I'm trying to think what direction the boat's at right now. It's about 100 yards that way from me. Blame it on the autocorrect. Okay. Hey, Jacqueline, how you doing? I got one catfish, just one, and that's all I need. One's fine for dinner. That's all I need. Got myself a nice little yellow bullhead catfish. Probably 14 inches long or so. Meaty sucker though. Fat little guy. So he'll be fine for dinner. I'm gonna skin him, flour him up a little bit, put him in the cast iron skillet with a little butter, get a pot of rice going, make some white rice. I like to use chicken stock to make my rice. I got some canned chicken stock. Never understand that. Hey Ethan, buddy, how you doing, man? You know, they make chicken stock, and a lot of people use chicken stock to make rice. You need 2 cups of stock for each cup of rice. I mean, that's the basic formula for making rice anywhere, right? And yeah, Mary, I'll get up and show you guys the catfish here in a minute. I never understand why they don't make the can of stock 2 cups. Make it 16 ounces. They never do. They're like 12 ounces. So you got to add 4 ounces of water on top of it. You would think they would just make the stock in 16-ounce cans, and that would just be a perfect ratio. You know, 1 can and 1 cup. But, oh well. Try to let my finger. Doug's in rare form this evening, man. We all know you're low on funds and provisions for yourself, but how is Lily's food? Yeah, William, I'm really not low on provisions for myself. I probably have a month's worth of food on board, as does Lily. She's got a, I don't know if you can see it. See that white bin down there? That white bin holds about, hold on a minute. I'll discombobulate. Holds about 25 pounds of food. She got about half of that still. So, but as I was saying, I'm going to go to Dunkirk. I'll be at Dunkirk tomorrow or the next day, however I decide to do it. And there's a grocery store just like 2 blocks up and 2 blocks over. So I can just walk to the grocery store there in Dunkirk. So I think I might just go there and pick up stuff. Yeah, I need to go provision, but, you know, when I say I got to go provision, I'm talking about picking up all the stupid stuff, you know, that I probably really don't need to have anyway, but I would like to get on the boat anyway, you know. Feet on the rug yet? No, she has not. Yep. So I'll pick up another 20-pound bag of food for her. That'll last her, I don't know, 10, 15 days or whatever. I was thinking about getting another one of those totes for her. Because if I bought a second tote, then I could buy a 50-pound bag and divide it between the 2 totes. Be more cost effective for me. But then I would have 1 more tote I'd have to store on the boat. So for the time being, I'll buy the small bags and just go from there. If I could send you a pic of my lab right now, would you get it? Well, sure. Yeah, email me a picture of your lab. That would be fine. I like to see labbies. A lot of people don't know this about me, but I've been a serious dog breeder and trainer my whole life. I've been breeding labs since I was a kid. It's in my family. My older sister is a big-time lab breeder. She's into the English show dogs. She and I do not agree in that regard. In fact, she's one of the people in the AKC that tried to lead the charge to split Labradors into 2 breeds. The short, stocky, fat English dogs, which is what the show dog people like, and the tall, long-legged field trialing dogs like Lily, which is what the hunters like. Labradors traditionally have been used for hunting. And so they've been trying to, she's been one of the people leading this charge trying to get the AKC to recognize labs now as 2 distinct different breeds. And I disagree with it, but we'll see. Her name is Marianne Weiss. She used to write the column for the AKC for Labrador Retrievers. She was very much respected judge, dog handler, dog breeder. When it comes to the world of show dogs and Labrador Retriever, There's not a lot of champion lines that don't have the Beechcroft breed in them, and that's what she breeds is the Beechcroft Labs. So, hey, Alan. Hey, Connie. Looks identical to Old Yeller. See, now Old Yeller would have been a field type dog. He was not the English type show dog. So, huh? She's a good girl. I like Lily. I do think it's funny how many people are giving me a hard time in the comments about Lily. Apparently, nobody thinks I know what I'm talking about when it comes to training a dog. And I understand a knee-jerk reaction. Dog's got to pee, take it ashore and let it go pee. And that's all well and good. When I'm in a situation like this or tied up at a marina or whatever every night. What happens when we make crossings? What if I wanted to do a 4-day sail across Lake Erie and not stop? What if I was sailing across the Atlantic or the Pacific? There's no place to stop and take the dog for a walk. The dog has to learn, has to be trained to go on the boat. It's that simple. Now, not a pleasant situation, mind you. I don't relish the idea of my dog peeing and pooping on the boat. Because you know who has to clean it up. But it's the best case scenario for her. She will take advantage of going ashore every opportunity she can. But I want her to understand and be comfortable to know that it's okay to go on the boat should she have to. Knowing Lily as I do, she will go on the boat as a very, very last alternative. But I want her to be able to understand she can and not get punished for it and not be worried about it. So, yep. She'll go when she's good and ready. That's right. In the meantime, she's in her safe spot. Now, normally at home, I have a dog crate for her. So, there's Sorrenti. And her dog crate is her safe spot. Nothing bad ever happens in the dog crate. Well, here on the boat, she has a little blanket here in the corner. You can see the red wool Pendleton blanket there. That's her safe spot. I don't care what she does, how bad she is. If she jumps up on that, she's safe. She's not gonna. It's like, you know, playing tag when you're a kid. You know, if she does something bad and I catch her before she gets to the mat, she's fair game. But once she's up in her bed, she's perfectly safe. So. When this was a fire hydrant, oh gosh, that'd work. Sorrenti, I'll check the PMs, no problem. You need to add the PayPal in the description of this. It is. William, in the description down below, there's a link for the PayPal. For some reason, however, no matter what I try to do, I can't make it a hot link. You actually have to copy and paste it. I cannot. I've tried numerous times. I cannot get it to work as a hot link, but it is in the description down below. 1 to 2 days it'll be ready. Cool. Good deal. Sorrenti is awesome. I don't want to eat that pistachio. Every so often you get a pistachio that's just weird. Oh, I'm going to pass on some of these. Where are we at? Some countries don't want dogs on shore without a lot of difficulty. Yes, that's true, no plastic. And you know what my attitude about that is? Then those countries don't need to see my money, do they? I will sail on. I will sail right on by. No problem. Oh, I see it. Fit it. Okay, fix. Yep. I'm trying. I cannot get that to work as a hot link. We're there in our boat. Very pretty area. Oh, man. Mama Street's a very, very pretty area here in Lake Erie. This is so weird because, you know, up along the coast, And today I mowed it all along the coast. I mean, I could see the land the whole time. I stayed about a mile offshore, but just followed contour. And it's all, you know, very typical kind of stuff, all the same thing, except for Erie. Erie's like this big boob sticking out in the lake that's got this little inner harbor. It's really kind of neat. So I've decided the U.S. is the best and cheapest. Well, that very may be true, Connie. I'll tell you what, the Lake Erie here has been a pleasure so far. Really has. There are some drawbacks. The water's cold. You know, it makes it difficult to swim. Fishing is good. You know, I hadn't thought about that, Martin. You may be right. Maybe that's just the way YouTube has it set up, is so that PayPal will, PayPal will not work as a link, because they do want you to use the chat. PayPal takes 30% of a super chat. To me, that's usury. In the financial world, we have the term usury. That's where banks charge excessive interest. So, Alan, no, I haven't made the catfish yet. I was doing the live stream. I got in here and was just kind of doing some research on my weather window for tomorrow and what I'm going to do tomorrow, and then realized that was lying. And so, no, I have not eaten the catfish yet. I'm just about to get to that. That's why I'm eating pistachios, because I'm kind of hungry. I'm going to finish up this live stream here in just a few minutes. And 30 is way too high. Oh, yeah, 30 is just ridiculously too high. Just insanely too high. Anyway, okay, are we back now? Man, I don't know. I thought I had great cell service here, but apparently not. Okay, I'm going to sit you guys here on the steps for a second while I organize for a minute. Got to get my shoes on. I'm going to show you guys around the marina here. No, Lily, you don't want those. I don't know. Like I said, I think we're going to end this here pretty soon, because for some reason, problems with the cell service. Okay, that's Presque Isle Marina right there, and this is this ridiculously beautiful anchorage in this. You can see around there. So it's absolutely gorgeous. And for those of you that wanted to see the cat, there it is. Yellow fish. You guys see it? That's what I'm having for dinner this evening. Lily, leave it. And now I got catfish all over. Grab my crappy towel here. Anyhow, so there you saw it, guys. There's a catfish, and there's a look around the marina. It's just beautiful here. I mean,